we'll be reviewing the Hellier's Road 12-year-old single malt Australian whiskey.
Hi, I'm Jo and this is Maximo. We are Tipbles and Treats and we're back for another review. Whiskey today, Maximo.
Indeed, we are again. So this is a bit of a pre-Christmas present to myself. It's a Hellier's Road single malt Australian whiskey from Tasmania, from Burnie in Tasmania, which is the north coast of Tasmania. I was actually there about 3 years ago. It's a very lovely part of Australia, quite rugged and spectacular.
So tell us a little bit about this particular whiskey. What caught your eye?
I like the cylinder, and I guess I've wanted to taste more Australian whiskies. I mean, I'm a bit of a Scotch whiskey fiend, but I thought let's give some of the local whiskies a try, because they're starting to get a fairly decent reputation for quality.
Tassie is sort of becoming a whiskey area, isn't it, in Australia a little bit?
And I've got to say, if there's any one area of Australia that's sort of slightly similar to Scotland in terms of temperature and rainfall and the pristine waters, it probably would be Tasmania, I'd say.
Yes, maybe that's how they got the idea.
Who knows? So this particular tipple, it's a 700ml bottle and it's 46.2% alcohol. So the alcohol content is up there a bit. It comes in a very lovely cylinder, and hopefully the bottle would be nice. Yeah, that looks like a white wine bottle.
It's skinnier.
It is. It does look like a white wine bottle, doesn't it? It does. Yeah.
Not the same, no.
No.
It's skinny.
Skinny. Yeah.
If that's a term for a bottle.
Could very well be.
Okay, tell us some more.
So this single malt was around about $130.70 Australian, which is, as I said, a bit of a pre-Christmas treat for myself. It's probably a bit more than I'd like to spend for a daily tipple, but I am looking forward to tasting this. In terms of comparative cost, it's about $98 US, 85 euros, and about 72 British pounds. This particular distillery exports to over 20 countries. So it's Australia's biggest selling locally crafted whiskey.
So there's a chance that whoever's watching this around the world, you can get your hands on this too.
Could very well be. So this particular distillery has around 30 different whiskies that it offers for sale, so that's quite a few.
Wow, that is a lot.
It is. They actually have a visitor centre. They're open from 10 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Daily, and the tours are available, and they cost about $20.
Interesting.
Yeah. This particular single malt was first released in 2014, so it's been around for a bit. It's American oak ex-bourbon barrel maturation, and it's crafted using premium Tasmanian grains.
Shall I?
You should. And some of the world's purest drinking water, because I think Tasmania is renowned for its purity and lack of pollution and whatnot. So it's non-chill filtered with no artificial colourings or flavourings added. Let's open it up and give it a taste. It has quite a honey.
It does
glow about it, doesn't it?
Bit of a honey colour.
Yes.
I don't know if you can see that better on the side.
It's quite delicate, isn't it? Shall you do the honours? Oh, it's got a nice glug. We like our glugs, don't we, Joe?
We do like a glug.
Yes.
It's like it warmed up your taste buds.
I can smell that from here.
Dribbled a little
I
bit of
think
that.
you made
Sorry.
a bit of a mess. Quite a peppery sort of
Such a big bottle. It feels like it's right in
front of your face.
Can I put it in the middle? Is that better?
I think so. What am I smelling? Citrus, perhaps? It's quite fruity, citrusy.
Yeah, I feel like oaky, woody.
Oaky, woody,
Yeah.
citrusy, maybe a hint of vanilla. It's got a bit of a kick to it. That's probably
Strong, for sure.
the alcohol content, perhaps.
But it's also smooth.
Very smooth. It's almost butterscotch smooth. You know, it's quite peppery at the front of the palate. The rest of the palate is quite sort of smooth.
It's when it's it's a strong spirit.
It is.
There's no doubt about
Yeah.
that. But there's some strong spirits that like almost catch your breath. But this one doesn't. It just goes down quite nicely.
Excuse me. It's quite aromatic, isn't it? It's very nice.
It's got a lot of flavours in it.
It has.
It just sort of keeps developing, doesn't it?
It does. It's quite it's quite complex, but smooth. With a hint of bite, certainly at the front of the palate, but I'm not sensing a lot of sort of pepper flavours through the rest of the palate. It's sort of it's quite nice, isn't it?
Let's add the ice.
Let us. Technical failure.
I try the ice.
2 cubes.
No, one fine. for
One.
me, yeah.
1 cube. Okay.
It smells sweet now.
It's still usually a little bit of ice or water sort of cuts
It's
down the
vanilla.
aroma.
It's the vanilla. That's what I'm smelling.
The vanilla's coming through, isn't it?
It is, yeah. Yeah. Immediately you could smell that sweetness there.
Perhaps it's some of the oils being released by the ice and water.
It's funny. I'm not an expert whiskey drinker at all. I don't often drink it. It's your preferred tipple.
It is.
Not mine.
You're a gin fiend.
The gin specialist, and you're the whiskey specialist.
Yes. Well, we all need to have our specialities, don't we,
Yes.
Joe?
But the more you taste any drink, I think, the more you can identify the flavours in it.
And you can compare.
Yeah.
This is a exceptionally good single malt whiskey. I was going to say Scotch whiskey. It's not. It's a Tasmanian whiskey or an Australian whiskey. But this is as good, if not better, to some of the recent Scotch whiskies that we've tried from Speyside. The Belveny that we've reviewed recently. I think this is better than that. I think this is better than the Glenfiddich.
Big call.
Big call.
Big call.
I like the Tamdhu, which is behind us,
Yes.
and I think just in terms of smoothness and enjoying the Scotch, I think this is the smoothest and nicest Scotch that I have tried in.
I think. I mean, it's just a few sips in, but I'm quite taken with it actually.
This is a little bit more of the ice is melted and it is getting smoother and milder.
It is.
The pepperiness and the spice has pretty much disappeared.
Yeah.
And all I'm getting is perhaps a hint of vanilla,
Yeah.
a hint of citrus, and sort of that buttery smoothness, like all the way through the palate. It's like really nice.
It is
Really nice.
pretty nice.
Yes.
Yeah. For a non-whiskey drinker.
And I think Australian whiskies do have a premium on them. Now, I don't know whether that's because they're small batch or high taxes or whatever it may be. But
Small is relative though, isn't it? Let's
It
face
is.
it, if they're exporting to that many countries, it, can be just a few barrels they've got there. It must be fairly big.
fairly big. This is really, really nice. I'm quite surprised. I thought that some of the I haven't known of this particular distiller before, and I was thinking maybe some of the lesser known single malts aren't quite as good and don't compare as well to the single malts, but I think this particular one has surpassed.
A great Christmas treat for yourself then.
Oh, ho 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 and Merry Christmas to me. Like that.
Okay.
On that very surprising and delicious note.
Well, before we go, have
Yes.
you tried an Australian whiskey? Have you tried a Tasmanian whiskey? Have you tried this Hellier's Road? Love to know what you think about it, and if you enjoyed it as much as we did. Drop a comment below, and if there's anything else that you would like us to taste, we're open to suggestions. So yes.
And please hit
Still-
the like and subscribe button.
Yeah, of course. Still more time for us to treat ourselves for Christmas.
There is.
So please help us with that. Okay. Now
Okay.
we can cheers.
Now we can cheer.
Now we can cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers.